Hello everybody, this is Cheyenne again from AIDS Education. Today we're going to talk about CELPIP speaking, and we're going to talk about parts 1, 5, and 7. Those are some really difficult questions for people to handle, and today I'm going to tell you things which are not just templates, because I have discussed on this channel before how to use templates. I'm going to tell you guys some sentences that you can use to make a good impression on the examiner. The one aim you should have is to stand out from the crowd. The templates I teach are pretty good. They're amazing. They give our students great marks, and they're very effective. If you have seen the template video already, use them for sure. Please use them. They do guarantee great marks. However, will they guarantee uniqueness? Will they make you stand out from the crowd? Think about why people get an 11 or a 12. Are they saying the same things like people who are getting a 9? I mean, 9 is a pretty good score, but the difference is they say things that blow away the examiners. They say things that ordinary students don't. And today, I'm going to teach you those things. So let's get started. I picked parts 1, 5, and 7 because these are the hardest questions mostly for people to answer. They mostly get confused here, so I'm talking about those today. But if you guys need more assistance on other types of questions, please pick a question or just comment that all questions you need help with it. I just leave a comment. I would know what you're looking for more, and that would help me make my next video. All right, let's talk about part 1. Let's refresh our memory on my template for part 1. Part 1 is advising friends or family about something. So the template is pretty simple. You start with, hello, whoever, how are you? I heard that this was the case, and I have a few suggestions for you. And then you go with firstly, secondly, thirdly. 3 suggestions. You finish off with the greeting, talk to you soon, can't wait to hear from you. That's it, right? Now, let's talk about how the informality would completely change how the examiner listens to you and how he or she values what you're saying. For example, let's say you start off with, hello, Bob, how are you? I heard that this was the case. Let's change it up. Let's say, hey, Sarah, how are you doing? I heard that you were just recovering from your latest surgery. I hope things are well, but really I will visit you to confirm that with my own eyes. Now, I did hear about your concern with diabetes, and I had a few suggestions. You see, now what I did is I made Sarah a friend of mine who I know of. I know what she's going through. She had some surgery and just made it up. And now I'm on a more informal level with her, right? And okay, so I'm talking about her health. Now I'm gonna go with my first point. I'm gonna say, okay, firstly, okay, for health, go to gym, work out and stuff. Now within this point, I can mention something like this. I could say, and Sarah, I understand you are very timid. You are very shy to socialize and go out and meet people in the gym. However, that very habit is going to restrict your health from progressing any further. Why don't you just try it? Try that Good Life Fitness, which is just 5 minutes from your home. That would do wonders for your health. Okay, so see, now I'm talking about Sarah in terms of a person I know. I know where her house is. I know that Good Life Fitness is 5 minutes away. Okay, this is something that nobody does. Pretty much no student does. We mostly just go with the description, right? But you gotta make it natural. You gotta give it a good tone. So you get the idea. So let's say you do a good secondly point. Maybe she should eat less sugar, right? And then maybe my third point is gonna be consult a doctor. Okay, so in consult a doctor, I could say something like, consult this Dr. XYZ. He's at a very good place at this clinic. Now, I went to him myself, and he recommended some pills for me, which did wonders to my health. This guy truly is a genius. I'll give you his number right after this call. I'll send you a text message. Okay, you see, once again, it's natural. It's not just suggestion. It's not just, hey, Sarah, do this or do that. It's more than that. It's personal. This is how friends talk. Okay, so if you could add that tone of informality, that will make you stand out. It will make you sound much better than everybody else in the room. Let's talk about number 5. Number 5 is the comparison question. The reason why this question is really hard for people to answer and get a good mark on is because a lot of students fail to realize your mark here is not just going to be because of the points that you select in your picture. So your selected picture, whatever points it has, yeah, you explain those, but you also have to compare with the other picture. That's the other person's choice. and you have to contradict them. You have to say, hey, look, my thing is pretty good, but your thing is okay. However, my thing has this. This part is called comparison and persuasion for a reason. You got to compare. Okay, so again, I've done this before. I'm going to say this again. Please start with something like this. Hello, whoever. How are you doing? I heard that you wanted to go with this option, and name the option, of course. However, I prefer you look into this because it does come with a whatever. Okay, so this gives you a very good foundation to start off with your first point right away. Now in the middle, again, now you're contradicting. Okay, so now you go to his or her point and you say, um, don't get me wrong, I love the fact that you have blah, 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 whatever they have. However, or now let's change it. Let's say, nevertheless, if you go with this, you would have whatever. Okay, a few seconds later, you can say, trust me, I know you have fallen in love with this option in your whatever. However, or, but if you look into my option, it has this 10 times more, and then continue. So you wanna compare. Super important. Okay, let's talk about number 7. Number 7 is the debate, right? So what is your opinion on something? And you have to take a side. You have to give 3 points. So you start off with your opinion. My opinion is whatever. Firstly, secondly, thirdly. If you see good debaters, this is all about debate. So if you see good debaters, they usually are aggressive. And if you can show that aggressiveness here, it would help. Let me give you some techniques. Let's say in the first part, so let's pick a topic. Let's say immigration should be banned, for example. Okay, so you support the topic that it shouldn't be banned, and you say, okay, firstly, it shouldn't be banned because immigrants bring business to the country, and they grow the economy. That's your point. Now, in the middle of this point, just say that it is completely senseless and baseless to assume that businesses would ever have a chance without immigrant inflow. Businesses of any country rely on immigrant innovation and so on and so on. So by saying that it is senseless and baseless, you have that aggressiveness that is needed in debates and not found in CELPIP students. So now you would have that. Let's go with secondly. So now you're talking about secondly, say something about, it's a very easy thing to say. Just say, I have a strong conviction that, or I have this stance which is very strong in my heart that, and continue with your second point. It shows that you're passionate about something. When you move to the third point, you can say something like, I believe any country would fall apart. Now let's talk about the devastation, something negative. I believe a country would fall apart if immigrants are not allowed in the country, or it would completely spell the end of the human progress if you restrict movement or globalization among people. Okay, or it would be devastating to any country for it to imagine not having any immigrant inflow. Now you're emphasizing on how something could be just disastrous, right? So by using those really strong words, you make a strong point, you sound much different than other people, and it shows like good debating tone. These things are not for for a score 9 in CELPIP. That my templates are enough for that. But this will get you to a 10, 11, and 12. Okay, you want to stand out, you want to be unique, and you want to use a variety of expressions. I hope this video helps you guys out. If you need any more strategies or any templates, tips, or tricks, or any coaching, you can feel free to email me. Link will be in the description. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so you can get content like this and a lot more. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.